welcome to DCTV. I'm Graham Jordan, and this is the news you need to know on campus and beyond for Wednesday, March 14th. A mobile home was destroyed in Clarington after a man allegedly set fire to it around 2 p.m. Monday. Police allege that a man who's been evicted from his property torched his own trailer, then threatened to set fire at a nearby house. Police say they later arrested a suspect who was found to be carrying two concealed knives. Richard Allen, 64, is charged with arson, uttering threats, and possession of a dangerous weapon. Durham police continue to investigate a multi-vehicle crash Saturday afternoon in Whitby at 4:54 p.m. The crash led to one woman being hospitalized with serious injuries. It was reported that a minivan plowed into three vehicles that were stopped at a red light. Sergeant Bill Calder said the Durham police are still trying to determine if alcohol was involved in the incident. The driver of the van, a 58-year-old Oshawa man, was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Durham College students don't seem too pleased at the cost of parking on campus. Here's Nolan Chapman to tell us more.
Whether or not a student pays for parking has always been a sort of dilemma with Durham College and UIT. With people dodging parking all the time, prices are not likely to go down from $4 to $5 an hour or $400 to $500 a year, depending on which lot you're in. Students will often dodge these prices due to their tuition, and they'll risk getting a ticket at the same time. But is it really worth getting a ticket over?
All right, well, I usually park in the visitor parking spots probably maybe twice a week, and it's usually maybe $10 just for the one day, and that's for 2 hours. It's $5, I believe, an hour. I feel that is a little bit too expensive, especially if I'm just like running in for like a class that's only an hour, and I have to spend $5, or if I'm just gonna be 10 minutes more, I have to go spend another $5.
Students will either try to sneak under the yellow gate if their car is small enough, or wait for someone to pay and open the gate if they can't, as is. Students, though, have been trying to keep those students inside the parking lot because if you can't pay, take the bus. The car's not worth it. One student actually broke one of the gates a while ago, being that desperate to get out.
So, whether or not you pay for parking tickets, I'm Nolan Chapman reporting to you for DCTV from Founders Lot 1.
The closure of White's Road Bridge in Pickering will be extended to later this month. The region of Durham initially scheduled this closure to be completed by April 16th. However, they are now saying the bridge will be closed nightly from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. until April 24th. For more information about this and regional construction, visit www.durham.ca/CDEAP. The Pan Am Games are right around the corner, and we all know the streets of downtown Oshawa can use that spring cleaning. Community organizations and volunteers are coming together to clean up the streets, wash windows, and take out the trash. The cleanup is designed to foster community pride, build partnerships, and raise awareness of the impact of graffiti and vandalism. To help, send an email to brooms@JHSDca for the week of April 19th to the 25th. Broken monitors and old television sets piling up in your garage? Well, Durham Region residents are encouraged to drop off electronic waste this Saturday on April 18th from 8 a.m. to noon at the Ajax Operations Center located on 800 Salem Road North. Most importantly, residents are encouraged to bring a non-perishable food item to donate at a local food bank. For more information, visit www.durham.ca/waste-events. And that's it for your news today. Up next, we've got all the latest sports and highlights with Gabe Lashley. Gabe?
Thanks, Graham. The Oshawa Generals lost Game 3 of their Eastern Conference semifinal playoff series to the Niagara Ice Dogs. The Generals lost 7-3. Ken Appleby of the Generals made many great saves but was unable to stop the Ice Dogs' Billy Jenkins from scoring 3 goals. Oshawa Generals' Tobias Lindberg managed to tie the game up with his 5th goal of the playoffs. Unfortunately, this wasn't enough to recover in the third, with Billy Jenkins scoring the last goals of the night. The Gens still lead the series 2-1. Game 4 will be taking place in Niagara this Thursday. Boston Celtics beat out Toronto Raptors for a playoff spot. Jay Crowder hit an off-balance fall-away shot from deep on the right wing with 0.8 seconds left, lifting Boston to a 95-93 win over the Toronto Raptors on Tuesday that secured the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference for the Celtics. Evan Turner and Avery Bradley each scored 14 points for Boston, which will face number 2 seed Cleveland in the playoffs. The teams were tied 6 times in the final quarter before Turner hustled after his own miss and found Tyler Zeller for a one-handed in the lane with 14 seconds left. The Raptors host the Charlotte Hornets this Wednesday at the Air Canada Centre. The Toronto Blue Jays lost their home opener to the Tampa Bay Rays Tuesday night. R.A. Dickey issued a pair of bases-loaded walks in the 4th inning Monday night, and that was enough for the Tampa Bay Rays to shade Toronto 2-1 and spoil the Blue Jays' home opener before a sellout crowd at the Rogers Centre. The Blue Jays couldn't get much going against Tampa Bay Rays starter Jake Odorizzi, who held Toronto to 2 hits and 1 earned run over 8 innings. Brad Boxberger worked the 9th for his 3rd save. The Blue Jays have lost 4 straight home openers for the first time in franchise history. Toronto FC will host English Premier League powerhouse Manchester City in a friendly match on May 27th, led by Sergio Aguero, David Silva, Vincent Kompany, and England's starting goalkeeper Joe Hart. Man City is 4th in the Premier League, 1 point behind rival Manchester United. Tickets went on sale to season ticket holders on Wednesday. They will go on sale to the general public on April 16th. The Montreal Canadiens will be without team scoring leader Max Pacioretty to start off the playoffs. Coach Michael Therrien said Pacioretty will sit out of the opening game, their first round NHL playoff series against the Ottawa Senators on Wednesday night at the Bell Centre. Pacioretty was injured in Montreal's 3rd last regular season game when he was checked into the boards by Florida's Dmitry Kulikov. And that just about wraps it up for sports, but don't go anywhere. Jordan Menzies joins us now with all the names and news from the world of entertainment. Jordan?
Percy Sledge, 74, an American R&B and soul singer, died Tuesday in Louisiana. He passed on peacefully in his home after struggling with cancer for a year. Liver failure took his life once it hit. He had surgery for his liver cancer in January 2014, resuming to tour afterwards. Sledge is survived by his wife and 12 children. Justin Bieber was thrown out of the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival recently. Security guards put him in a chokehold and proceeded to toss him out. Bieber appeared at the festival with his entourage, planning to watch Drake perform in Indio, California. Bieber may take legal action against the security guards after saying he left voluntarily. Philip Glass, 78, an American composer and pianist, was named the 11th recipient of the Glenn Gould Prize. The ceremony took place in Toronto on Tuesday, where Glass was pleased to have received the award. The award is presented biannually to an individual for a unique lifetime contribution that has enriched the human condition through the arts. Glass will also name a young artist to receive the Glenn Gould Protege Prize. Ryan Reynolds was filming for the movie Deadpool in his hometown of Vancouver when he was hurt. He reportedly was hurt when he got into a confrontation with a photographer. Reynolds refused to talk about the incident unless the beachcombers were put back on the air. Police recommended giving the 52-year-old photographer from Richmond, BC, the rare charge of intimidation for the incident. Reynolds has a sore knee and a sore back. Rita Wilson, an actress and singer, was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. Wilson, 58, has undergone a double mastectomy and reconstructive surgery. She first shared the news with People magazine. Wilson took advice from her friend who had cancer before to get a second opinion. Wilson will return to Broadway on May 5th. And that's it for the latest entertainment news. Back to you, Graham.
Thanks, Jordan. That's your news on campus and beyond for Wednesday, March 14th. Be sure to follow us at Twitter at DC's Broadcasting or check us out our website at dcbroadcasting.ca. Thanks for watching and have a great day.